So good. So welcome. This is Kim Knight here from Kim Knight Health. And what we're doing today is part 2 of an introduction to Smile Your Way to Inner Peace, which is a meditation technique for healing the body, creating inner calm, dispelling negative emotions, and a lot more. Before I forget, I just wanted to mention that if you want to stay up to date and posted with webinars and programs and anything that I'm doing, the best way to do that is to be on my list. And in order to get on my list, my email list, then you need to be in at least one of my programs. And so I have some free programs, and the website is there, kimknighthealth.mykajabi.com. So if you go onto that website and sign up for at least one program, and also you need to say yes to receiving marketing material, then whenever new webinars and new programs come out, then you'll receive the information. And that is how to stay up to date with what I'm doing. So yesterday we did a webinar which is now on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube channel, Art of Health Kim Knight, just Google that. And what we did yesterday was we went through in depth explaining what is the inner smile, how do emotions affect the internal organs, the benefits of the inner smile, how I helped heal myself from chronic fatigue and clinical depression using the inner smile. And then we did a 20-minute guided meditation through part of the inner smile. And so you can go to YouTube and find that video and take yourself or allow yourself to be guided through that meditation as well on demand. And then I shared details of the full program where you can learn the full technique, because yesterday we just did part of it. And today what we're going to be doing is I'm just going to be sharing, because I forgot to do it yesterday, the 3 types of smiles. And then we're going to do a quick 5-minute meditation, which is called Bringing the Senses Inwards to Rest. And then I'll share briefly again about the program in case you haven't seen the other video, and then there'll be time for questions at the end. So in brief, what does the inner smile do? It dissolves toxic negative emotions inside the body and from inside the internal organs, so that we don't have to keep experiencing negative emotions, and instead we get to experience all the positive stuff that we want to experience, like joy, happiness, love, gratitude, peace, respect, compassion, all these things that we say we want but often we're not experiencing. So when we do this technique, it allows us to dissolve the toxic negative emotions so that we can actually discover the positive virtues which are already there, but they're covered over with the toxic negative emotions. So why is this important? Well, if we want to be happy, we need to know how to clear negative emotions. But from a physical perspective, literally our organs keep us alive. So if we don't look after our organs, then they're not going to be able to function properly, and then we get sick. So it's really, really important to be able to keep our body clear and our body-mind clear physically and emotionally. And the two are very intimately connected, because if we're not happy, then we can't be healthy. The two go hand in hand. Now, also yesterday, what I talked about is, well, what is the inner smile? Where did it come from? And I missed saying the 3 types of smiles, so I'm just going to share that now. So the Taoists say that there are 3 types of smile. One is a cerebral smiling, which is induced by the cerebral cortex at any time. So social smiling or cortex smiling cannot be naturally sustained for a long time, because it ends by producing tiredness. Since it's produced by the cerebral cortex, it also uses energy and heats up the brain. So cerebral smiling is when we do a false smile, if you like. The second type of smile takes place at the base of the brain in the thalamus. The thalamus smile produces a sense of total well-being, and it takes place without the involvement of the cerebral cortex. So that's when we just smile naturally. It's like somebody smiles at us and we smile back, or we just see something that we enjoy or love, or we're doing something that we enjoy and love, and we naturally smile and we feel a natural sense of happiness inside. The third type of smile, which is what we learn to do in this meditation, is called the inner smile. And it involves all the internal organs. So it's not just in the head. So the inner smile relaxes and creates a sense of total well-being. The breathing flows without effort and the body feels radiant and safe. The inner smile only takes place when the body is secreting the inner nectar of the organs. It cools the organs and promotes the oxygenation of the body. So when we learn to do the inner smile, and this doesn't happen straight away necessarily, but as we start to practice this technique, which is designed to be used ongoingly, daily, for a period of time, what starts to happen is we start to change our inner chemistry and we start to secrete what the Taoists call the inner nectar. And literally we taste different in our mouth. We secrete saliva, which in other practices we learn to swallow down inside of us, and it's a healing saliva. So it literally changes our whole chemistry and it affects all the internal organs. So like the heart, the liver, the pancreas, the stomach, the spleen, etc., etc. They all change chemically inside and hormonally when we do this inner smile, which is why it's so healing. So those are the three types of smile. And as I shared yesterday, when we have toxic emotions inside of us, they have quite a detrimental effect on our body. They block the chi flow, they affect the normal and good physical functioning of the body, and they are very, very unhealthy, which is why we call them toxic emotions. And just like having physical toxins in the body, having emotional toxins in the body is equally damaging. And I also shared that I learned this technique in 2000. At the time I had chronic fatigue and depression, and I used this technique every day for about 7 years. It was actually over a period of 10 years, but if I was to add up every day, which I did because I used to keep, and I still do, a diary of what I do, my practices each day. So I did keep a diary, and I practiced it for about 7 years. And I was going to work out before I did this webinar how many times that was, but it's quite a few times. And that totally changed my ability to be in touch with my feelings, to know how to transform my feelings, to clear emotions, and also to heal the depression and the chronic fatigue, which in themselves were a holding in and a suppressing and a storing of a lot of old emotional energy. So this technique was instrumental, along with some other techniques, in me healing myself from chronic fatigue and depression. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you through a very short 5-minute practice to do what we call bring the child's senses into their parents. So the Taoists say, and they know and they understand, and Chinese medicine understands this too, it's the same in acupuncture, because it all comes from the same place, same source of information, is that we have these 5 major organs inside our body: the liver, the heart, the spleen, the lungs, the kidneys, and they have their their partner organs, and they also have children. And the children are the outer senses. So, for example, the heart's outer sense is the tongue. And the Taoists say that at least once a day we need to bring these child senses inwards to their parents, and they need to be disciplined by their parents. And what they mean by that is that we need to discipline our outer senses and bring them inwards, because when we're constantly using our senses, talking, hearing, feeling, seeing, etc., we drain our energy, because literally we use our energy when we use our senses. So we need to come back inside and as they say, seal our senses. So what we're going to do is a quick meditation to give you an experience of in just how in 5 minutes you can really calm the mind and switch off the monkey mind like we talked about yesterday and feel a sense of inner calm. So obviously don't do this if you're driving or operating heavy machinery, but if you're somewhere where you're either lying or you're sitting down comfortably, then please go ahead and close your eyes. So yesterday when we did the meditation, we, and you can go and listen to that as I said on YouTube, is we built our inner smile and we sent it down to the heart and the liver. We're going to be doing something different today. And this is also in the main program. So I invite you just to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths from your abdomen. And just notice how you feel and how your body feels just by bringing your attention inside as a result of closing your eyes, and also bringing your attention to your abdomen. So it's very important to bring your attention down to your anatomical center, which is your navel, and to breathe deeply in the abdomen. And just allow the shoulders to drop. And then bring your attention to your tongue and roll your tongue back down into your heart. Imagine rolling your tongue back down into your heart. Coming down into the heart to rest. There's no need to do any talking right now. The tongue can rest. And then bring your eyes down into your liver, under your right ribs. Imagine your eyes coming down into your liver. There's no need to look at anything. The eyes can rest. Remembering to keep breathing from the abdomen and also to put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. But your eyes are down inside your liver. So your tongue is in your heart and your eyes are in the liver. Your attention is inwards, internal. And then bring your nose down into your lungs. Smell down into your lungs and bring your nose into your lungs. Your nose is now in your lungs. And then bring your mouth and your lips down into your stomach, under the left ribs. And it can either be into the spleen or the stomach, into that area. You bring your mouth and your lips into your stomach, spleen area. Bringing your attention into the stomach, spleen. area. And lastly, you bring your ears down into your kidneys, one ear into each kidney in your back area. Bringing your ears into your kidneys, deep inside. So now you have your tongue in your heart, your eyes in your liver, your nose in your lungs, your mouth and lips in your spleen, stomach, and your ears in your kidneys. All your outer senses have come inwards, internally, deep inside, to rest. And just notice how that feels. Notice how that feels inside the body. Your attention also at your navel, breathing deeply from the abdomen. And just notice what changes inside. Have your thoughts reduced or stopped? Do you feel more relaxed? How does it feel to have your attention inside your body rather than always stuck in the head? There should be a sense of relief and relaxation. So thank your organs, thank your heart, your liver, your lungs, your spleen, stomach, kidneys. Send them a smile, thanking them for everything that they do. And then put your palms over your navel, the center of your palm over the navel. Women, right hand first. Men, left hand first. Just bringing your attention to store your energy at your navel, which is our physical energy storage center in our lower abdomen, just below the navel. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. So that 5-minute meditation can be done anytime if you just want to calm yourself and center yourself and stop the monkey mind, just clear the mind, calm the mind, relax the body. So as I shared yesterday, and there's much more information on the other video, if you want to experience this full meditation training, which goes into much, much more detail, what we just did now was a little soupçon taste of the complete meditation technique, then you can join my Inner Smile program, where you're going to learn how to clear emotions like fear, anger, worry, doubt, frustration, resentment, hatred, self-hatred, impatience, intolerance, and a lot more, and increase feelings of well-being like peace, joy, love, self-love, respect, self-respect, compassion, openness, trust, all the good stuff that we want. It helps clear toxins from the internal organs. It helps clear anxiety, stress, depression, illness, symptoms, pain, fatigue. It's very, very effective for helping the body to self-heal. And one of the reasons is that when we go out of the stress response into the relaxation response, we automatically turn our self-healing mechanisms on so our body can do the job that it was designed to do, because our body is designed as a self-healing machine. So you'll also learn how to identify and label negative emotions, the main type of emotions that you need to be aware of to be clearing, where they sit inside the body and the connection between the organs, because all the different emotions relate to different organs, and how to grow these positive virtues and get rid of the negative stuff. So it's an online program with 24/7 access from any digital device. There's lifetime access, including lifetime updates. It's actually in the process of being upgraded over the next few months, and all of that is included. And there's also going to be, for anybody who signs up during this call right now, is a bonus live training on Thursday the 23rd of November. So that'll give you time to practice, and then we come on a training together where I take you through a meditation and answer any questions. So the total value for training, including also another de-stress meditation, is $159, and what you get to pay is just $49. So amazing value. Basically, this is a meditation that you use for the rest of your life, or for many years at least. It's designed to be done on a daily basis until you get to a place where you just know, you know, I've sorted my emotions. There's just either very few left, or at some point we can actually get to a place where they're just gone. But that is quite an evolved place to get to, and not many people really get there. And I'm not totally there. I still have emotions, but I know what to do with them, and I know how to clear them in seconds and minutes. Whereas in the past, I would be depressed, I would be sulky, I would be grumpy, I would be angry, I would be frustrated, and I was sick. So we have a choice. There are techniques, and this isn't the only technique for clearing emotions, but it's a very, very effective technique because it teaches you how to do it. And that's what excites me. I like giving people the tools to do it for themselves so that they can go away and be self-empowered and self-masterful to look after their health and well-being from the inside out. I'm not here to fix anyone. I'm here to teach people how to fix themselves, even though I don't really like that word fix, because we don't fix anything really. But I'm here to teach people how to do it for themselves. So if you're one of those people that wants to learn this sort of thing so that you can do it for yourself and you don't have to keep going and seeing therapists for the rest of your life, then this is the place to be.